on you.
Right now on 5 on your side at noon, St. Louis County bomb and arson investigators are combing through a burned out home in St. Anne. A fire broke out in the early morning hours, killing an older woman who lived here. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. We're learning more about the woman who died. Neighbors tell us she was a disabled veteran who lived in the home with 2 cats. Firefighters from multiple departments responded to the home in the 3200 block of Prem around 2 this morning. When they arrived, flames were shooting through the roof. Investigators say the fire started in the front living room. The woman was found nearby. Her name has not been released. She was known in the neighborhood for sitting by her fire pit in the backyard, listening to the radio. Happening right now, a crash with injuries on southbound I-55 near Gasconade. Cars are moving once again, but they're now having to merge into one lane. We will keep you updated as we learn more. A building destroyed by fire in Valley Park is now condemned. 60 firefighters from 12 different departments spent hours putting it out. It was at Elite Properties and Landscaping on Marshall Road yesterday. The windy weather made fighting that fire more dangerous and difficult.
Wind-driven fires are a massive spreader of fires. It really contributes to the fire. It makes it move a lot faster, and it intensifies it. Just creates a lot of hazards for us.
People nearby say they heard an explosion around the time the fire started. There were no injuries. The cause is still under investigation. New details at noon about what led to the arrest of 2 people for child sex trafficking at the River City Casino in South St. Louis County. Angel Henderson from Florissant and Mac Mitchell of Memphis are charged with recruiting and taking a 16-year-old to participate in sex acts at the casino. Mitchell is not yet in custody. A casino spokesperson says an employee first noticed something was wrong. That person tipped off authorities. Investigators believe there could be more victims. The South St. Louis Church, at the center of an alleged kidnapping and torture investigation, is now condemned. Right now, 3 men are behind bars after a woman claimed they held her captive at the Mount of Olives ministry. 5 on your side's Robert Townsend has reaction from a former owner of the church.
Neighbors say on any given day, people are constantly at Mount of Olives ministry, but not Wednesday because a city building inspector posted a condemned letter on the church's front door.
I tried to reach out to the city today to a couple different people, but they never returned my call.
Arlie Singleton is the pastor of Friendship Assembly of God just a few miles away. About 3 years ago, he sold this church building to its current owners.
We're financing it for them.
Pastor Singleton says Wednesday morning, he and Mount of Olives leaders were to meet at the church when they learned it had been condemned. The congregation consists of more than 75 people who are originally from Central Africa and do not speak English.
Because what we need to first do is hear from the city and find out what's happening with this. Is there an appeal they can make or not? Do they need a lawyer or not?
The condemnation letter said an inspection found the church was not being up to code and that the building is used or intended to be used for purposes which are illegal and may endanger the health and safety of persons. It comes 4 days after a woman told police Saturday morning 3 men kidnapped, beat, and tied her up with ropes in a room at the church.
I could have never comprehended some allegation like this happening.
This Mount of Olives member calls suspect Grace Capendo a respected leader of their church.
I don't think he can be arrested because many times when we are with him, I don't see any bad thing about him.
I just want the truth and I want justice.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
A St. Louis City spokesperson says the church was condemned for alleged criminal activity and illegal occupancy.
Well, here 12:04, it's pretty nice outside. We've got more sunshine. Temps are better than they were yesterday at this time. That's probably the biggest story for us as sun is out, Light winds for once. Yesterday's breeze to start off the morning really made it feel awfully cold. There is a few areas of cloud cover to the south, but overall they're really not impacting our area. I think what we'll continue to look at here overall, though, is temperatures holding steady in the mid-40s. We're at 45 degrees. Warmer on the other side of the state. That's part of a warmer air mass that's eventually going to slide closer to us. We don't have it right now. And one of the reasons that we're starting to see things a little bit warmer is the fact that we've got a breeze now out of the south in some cases. Gusts to about 15 to 20 miles an hour, but that's the highest that they're going to be, at least in the region. I think overall what you'll see the next 12 hours is temperatures working their way into the mid-50s, no problem whatsoever, but it's at least the tail end of this next 12 hours where we start to see a chance of something as temps fall. We'll talk about a light rain snow mix for some and how that impacts your Friday commute here in just a bit.
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Gary. In about an hour, Schnucks will be hosting a company-wide job fair. The grocery chain looking to fill a number of positions. The hiring event runs from 1 to 5 this afternoon at all Schnucks stores. These positions come with flexible schedules, a store discount, and more. You are encouraged to apply online before arriving at the store of your choice. If you're looking for a boat, you may want to head over to St. Charles. The boat show making a splash at the convention center there. It starts today at 2 and runs through 9. Tomorrow's hours are noon to 9. Saturday and Sunday, everything starts at 10 a.m. Tickets are $14 for adults, $8 for kids. This afternoon, you can check out the brand new Aldi store in Maryland Heights. That's off Dorset Road near McKelvey. During the grand opening weekend, shoppers will be offered a chance to win a $500 gift card. People who love to fish will be getting up early tomorrow morning. Missouri's catch and keep trout fishing season all kicks off at 6:30. Missouri residents ages 16 through 64 are required to buy a fishing permit. That permit will cost $13 for the year, or you can buy a daily fishing permit. That's $8. It is the last day of Black History Month. This afternoon, we're highlighting Dred Scott. He was a slave who unsuccessfully sued for his freedom and the freedom of his family. That lawsuit filed right here in St. Louis. Scott ultimately lost that case after it went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court in 1857. To this day, visitors stop by his grave in Calvary Cemetery and often leave pennies on his tombstone. Now there's a monument that honors both Scott and his wife Harriet. A recall at Chick-fil-A ahead, why the restaurant's asking you to throw out Polynesian sauce. Plus, major mistakes when filing your taxes, the 3 common errors that could cost you big.